Brava roof tiles are a synthetic material, and that's one of the benefits to that material, you know, for colder climates and hotter climates for that matter as well. But in colder climates, you're not relying on any adhesives. They're all just completely interlocked, and then they're fastened down with, you know, fasteners and with special fastening patterns, and then they all interlock. So that way, if there's any expanding, contracting, you're not worried about adhesives pulling apart or anything like that. That you're not relying on anything sticking together that can come undone. So they're a great product for any cold climates where there's going to be a lot of expanding and contracting and freeze and thaw, especially, you know, overnight. Brava tiles are just a lot better product than the clay tiles or slate tiles. They don't chip and crack. The color, they don't fade. You can walk on them safely. They're not going to slide. They're so much more lightweight, so you don't have to have, your home doesn't need to be over-engineered to be able to handle that weight for that product. They're going to last a lot longer. They're not going to grow moss and things like that on there. They're a much better product, and from standing on the ground, you cannot tell the difference if it's a real synthetic, if it's a synthetic Brava roof tile or if it's the real thing. You cannot tell the difference. They're not really necessarily easier to install. They are probably a little bit more labor intensive, as you know, they're all fastened down. Each one gets fastened down. They're not loose laid like the real ones are. They're an interlocking system, so they have a much higher, you know, wind mile per hour rating, you know, for blow-offs and things like that. So they're time consuming. So I would say for labor intensive wise, it's probably about a wash, because they are so much lightweight. They're easier to move around and handle. They cut fairly easy with a skill saw, but they're time consuming as far as getting them perfectly straight, fastening them down, and interlocking them. The Brava tiles have a 50-year warranty on those, and the lifespan can go even beyond that. So they have a really good warranty. It's a really great product. You're not going to ever have to change them out in your lifetime, you know, for the most part. Precision Roofing installs Brava roof tiles. We're actually one of the few contractors in this area that is licensed and certified to install those and be able to offer all the warranties. We've done quite a few of them. It's something generally you're going to see on your higher end homes. They are a little more expensive, but they're definitely worth the money. The warranty you get, how aesthetically pleasing they are, to set yourself apart from everyone else who puts on an asphalt shingle. I mean, they're a great product.